Empathy is beautiful until it destroys you. It's the superpower that lets you connect, to care, to feel what others feel. But there's a dark side, a hidden cost to feeling everything so deeply. Because empaths don't just feel their own pain. They binge watch everyone else's trauma in 4K Ultra HD with surround sound. You see a sad post online, and it ruins your whole day. You watch a movie, and you're crying harder than the actors. You feel the weight of the world on your shoulders, and you're left wondering, why does it hurt so much to care? We're going to unpack that today, because understanding this is the first step to turning what feels like a curse into your greatest strength. So, what's actually happening in your brain when you feel someone else's pain? Let's talk about empathy fatigue. It's a real, documented psychological phenomenon. When you empathize, your brain's mirror neurons fire up, literally mirroring the emotional state of the person you're observing. Your body gets flooded with stress hormones like cortisol, just as if the trauma were happening to you. Over time, this constant emotional simulation leads to complete and utter burnout. It's like this. Meet Sarah, our resident empath. Her best friend just went through a breakup. The friend is sad, sure, but Sarah is devastated. She's analyzing every text message, replaying every argument in her head, and has already planned the ex's social demise. The actual couple has moved on to co-parenting their ficus plant, but Sarah is still conducting a full-blown emotional postmortem. She's exhausted. She feels alone in her intense feelings, and she can't understand why no one else seems to feel things this deeply. If you've ever felt like you need therapy after watching a Pixar movie, you know exactly what I'm talking about. Empaths are the only people who get a second-hand emotional hangover. Now, let's look at one of the most famous empaths in modern history, Princess Diana. Her compassion was legendary. We all remember the images of her hugging children in hospitals, walking through minefields, and connecting with people from all walks of life. Her empathy wasn't just a feeling, it was an action. She changed the global conversation around so many important issues simply by caring. Publicly and profoundly, she was, in many ways, the world's empath in chief. But there was a tragic side to her story. She absorbed the world's suffering while also navigating intense personal struggles and the crushing weight of public scrutiny. The very quality that made her so beloved also left her incredibly vulnerable. Imagine feeling the pain of millions while your own is being dissected by paparazzi and headlines. Diana's story is a powerful, heartbreaking example of what happens when immense empathy isn't protected. She had the world's heart, but who was there to guard hers? It's like she was the planet's emotional support person, but without any HR support or paid time off. This is where empathy can cross a line from a gift into something genuinely self-destructive. It's not just about feeling sad. It's when you lose yourself in other people's chaos. Think about the empath at work. A coworker is stressed about a deadline. Another is having family issues. The boss is in a bad mood. The empath walks into this emotional minefield and absorbs it all. They start feeling anxious. Their shoulders tense up. Their own work suffers. They go home completely drained, not from their own problems, but from the emotional smog they inhaled all day. It's like their nervous system is an open Wi-Fi network with no password, and everyone is connecting to it and draining the bandwidth. This isn't just burnout. Empaths don't just burn out, they shatter like iPhones without cases. One drop, and the whole screen is a web of cracks. It's a slow erosion of your own well-being in the name of helping others. So you have to ask yourself a hard question. Are you truly helping others? Or are you just slowly destroying yourself in the process? If any of this is hitting home, please know you are not broken. You're just wired differently. And the good news is, you can learn to manage this. It's not about feeling less. It's about learning how to protect your own energy. Let's talk solutions. First, grounding techniques. When you feel overwhelmed, stop. Take 3 deep breaths. Inhale for 4 seconds, hold for 4, exhale for 6. Feel your feet on the ground. This simple act pulls you out of someone else's emotional storm and back into your own body. Journaling is another game changer. Write it all down: the anger, the sadness, the frustration. Get it out of your system and onto the page. And now for the big one: boundaries. This is the hardest part for most empaths. You need to learn to say no without feeling like you've committed a crime. No, I don't have the emotional capacity for this right now is a complete sentence. It's not selfish. It's self-preservation. A great way to reframe this is to think of boundaries not as walls you're putting up, but as emotional Wi-Fi passwords. You decide who gets the code. Not everyone gets unlimited access to your energy. These tools don't turn off your empathy. They just give you the control panel. They transform your empathy from a curse that drains you into a strength you can wield with intention. And when you master that control, something incredible happens. You can channel all that deep feeling, that profound understanding of pain, into powerful action. Look at Malala Yousafzai. She experienced an unimaginable trauma, yet she transformed her pain and her empathy for other girls deprived of education into a global movement. Her empathy didn't paralyze her, it fueled her. She took the world's indifference and her own suffering and turned it into relentless courage. This is the ultimate transformation arc for an empath, turning pain into purpose. You go from being a sponge for negativity to becoming a source of positive change. You become the superhero who finally figured out their one weakness, and now you've got the manual on how to protect yourself and save the day. So let me leave you with this. What if the very thing that's breaking you, that feeling of being too much or too sensitive, isn't a flaw? What if it's the key to saving the world? In a world that often feels disconnected and numb, your ability to feel deeply is not a liability. It's a revolutionary act. You are the emotional first responders, the healers, the change makers. If you've ever felt like you feel too much, that your heart breaks for the world, drop a broken heart emoji in the comments. Let's find each other. Let's build an army of empaths who are done shattering and are ready to rise stronger, together. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe for more content that helps you understand yourself and thrive. We'll see you in the next one.